Ukraine is scrambling to repair the damage caused by one of the most devastating Russian attacks on its energy infrastructure. The attack launched by Russia, it included hundreds of drones and missiles. Now, in his evening address, the Ukrainian president said that repair crews are working almost around the clock in most regions and the restoration efforts are ongoing. He added that though the situation is difficult, thousands of people are involved in stabilizing the system and repairing the damage. He also urged allies for more air defense equipment.
These days, repair crews are working round the clock in most areas. Utility services are operating and restoration is ongoing. And although the situation is difficult, thousands of people are involved in stabilizing the system and repairing the damage. The Russians have increased their strikes, increased their striking power, and are using more ballistic strikes. This means we need more air defense, more equipment reserves, and more precise and prompt work in the regions.
Резервах обладнання і більш чіткій та оперативній роботі в регіоні.
The situation was most difficult in the northeastern Kharkiv and Sumy regions as well as in central Poltava. Restoration Minister Oleksiy Kuleba informed that around 100,000 families were left without electricity, water and heating in the Kharkiv region. In Poltava region, one of the most affected, power was mostly restored on Sunday, but damaged equipment left parts of its main city still in the dark. Ukrainian Energy Minister Svetlana Hryntchuk said that the consequences of the attacks are being determined and normal outages of up to 4 hours a day will be restored once the situation in the energy system stabilizes. Earlier, state power operator Ukrenergo had said that power would be cut for between 8 and 16 hours a day across most regions. Amidst the intense strikes on energy grid, Zelensky gave an interview to The Guardian where the power went out not once but twice during that interview. In the interview, Zelensky lambasted the European allies and said that EU leaders are afraid of their societies and don't want to be involved in the war. He further said that it was ultimately their choice over whether they wanted to deploy troops or not. Zelensky also expressed his apprehension, saying that there was a risk of losing financial and military support from partners if he pushed too hard. When asked if EU and UK were doing enough, Zelensky replied that it's never enough, adding that it'd be enough when the war ends and enough when Putin understands that he has to stop. Zelensky also answered about his relationship with US President Donald Trump and said that he was not afraid of Trump, adding that Ukraine was friends with America and not an enemy. He also dismissed reports suggesting a fallout with Trump during his last meeting in Washington, rejecting claims that Trump tossed the maps of Russian targets presented by Ukrainian sides. On the battlefront, Russia continues to maintain the upper hand. It has now claimed to have captured the settlement of Rybne in Ukraine's Zaporizhia region. The news came a day after Russia said that it took the city of Pokrovsk, a major logistical hub for Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Sunday that he was ready to meet US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, but that Russia would not abandon its core conditions for ending the Ukraine war. In another related development, Britain has begun sending experts and equipment to Belgium to help it combat drone sightings causing airport closures. In an interview to BBC, Richard Knighton, the head of Britain's armed forces, said that it was not known who was behind the drones, but noted that Russia had involvement in hybrid warfare in recent years.